Welcome to Nebelbrett. Feinwerkbau 601 Part 3. Let's have a look to the attachment where the mount of the scope takes its place. The clamping force is too weak to hold the telescopic sight in place. The area where it is clamped to the barrel is roughly made and the force is unequally loaded. If we now raise the force, it would break. First step is to even out the section to prevent crack formation. With abrasive paper I carefully sand out scratches. Deeper grooves I fill with a 2-compound epoxy glue. We make the part neat and clean. Coat the section with the epoxy. Baking paper from Mom's kitchen prevents sticking together. Instead of the barrel, I take a piece of pipe that fits. Clamping it together, and in the right moment, when you're alone, bake it in Mom's oven in about 10 minutes at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The good thing in YouTube, meanwhile the attachment sweats, we can go shooting. The 601 shoots precisely, but with the telescopic sight I have a serious problem. One look at the specifications of the scope and I know it yet. The optic has a fixed parallax at 100 yards. That means if you don't look through the center of the scope and the target isn't at 100 yards, you will miss. Especially at a closer range, you'll get problems. This particular rifle is used for airgun silhouette shooting, where the targets are in between 20 to 45 yards. Therefore another scope would be the better choice. This one is made for hunting purposes. But for now, all I can do is to look straight through the center of the telescopic sight. And then I will hit the target. Ten minutes are over. Attention, hot. Looks good. Just removing the overlapping epoxy and go on. Now the surface is even and feels so smooth. The other sides should be polished now. Two of the bolts I replaced by bigger screws. I secured them with nuts so we can use more force to clamp the parts onto the barrel. To prevent from slipping, I use small sheets of abrasive paper, glue them in place and secure it with a few drops of Loctite. After cleaning the barrel with acetone, I reassemble the aluminium parts. The smaller screws are used as a guide. The bigger ones secures the aluminium rail on the barrel. With help of a small spirit level, I bring it in place. I bring it in place before the Loctite gets stuck. Mounting the scope is just an easy job. I also carefully level the scope for best results. We already know that the scope is not the best for our purposes. It has a fixed parallax at 100 yards, and our targets are much closer. To show the issue, I fixed the rifle on a cradle and filmed through the scope. In different angles, you see the crosshairs on different places at the target. Looking exact through the center of the scope, the reticle is in the middle, but going sideways with the camera, it moves left or right. Remember, the rifle is still on its place. Therefore, precise aiming in a competition is a hard challenge. An adequate telescopic sight that is parallax free from under 20 yards would be the better choice. Results of the testing. Before service, the projectiles had a velocity of 450 feet per second and an effort of 5 joules. By replacing the seals and servicing the rifle, it increased in value. Instantly after service, we got a velocity of 550 feet per second, and the spread dramatically decreases, shown in the value of 0.8 standard deviation. After 150 shots and several barrel cleanings, the surplus lubrication is ejected out of the system. The velocity is nearly by the same, but the standard deviation is now at 0.6. The spread between every single shot decreases. Testing the velocity after the air is compressed for a few minutes indicates tightness. The adjustment screw for the hammer tension will bring the energy below the 7.5 joule limit. A different pellet, here the GSP Exact Express, brings different values. The standard deviation is still low. Yahoo! We got it! Exercise passed. Please subscribe Nebelbrett and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.